Greetings people, hope you guys are having a great evening. So welcome to the part 2 of the video why I believe you should be preparing for the next financial crisis. So for those that haven't watched the part 1, link in the description, please watch the part 1 video before we proceed to this part 2. And to those have been following me since the part 1 video, welcome to the part 2, so let's get to it.
But before I start this video, I'd be greatly appreciate if you like this video and subscribe my channel because I have spent days and weeks of time to prepare and research all this data for you in this video.
So to move on reason number 3, we have reason number 4, which is inverted yield curve. To understand inverted yield curve, first we have to understand an investment instrument called bonds. The bonds is a investment instrument which we as individual, we borrow and lend our money to certain organizations, government or company, and in return they promise us a certain percentage of return in certain amount of year. So this is how the normal yields looks like. The longer period you lend your money to the certain organizations, and the higher return they will give back to you as a reward as a bond holder. So an inverted yield curve is a scenario which the short-term bonds have a higher return yields than the long-term bonds, because typically the long-term bonds have a higher return yields than the short-term bonds. So an inverted yield curve is often seen as a indicator of a impending recession is because the investor will choose to invest in the short-term bonds instead of the stocks. So we can show that the stocks market has become less attractive when inverted yield curve happen. As you can see in the graph, every time when there's a inverted yield curve, there will be a recession. And as in right now, we are very close to the inverted yield curve. So when it happened again, what might happen to the stocks market? I believe you and I already figured that out. And reason number 5, like it or not, we are entering a whole new stage of international phase trade and tariff wars. It's been a year now since the whole trade war things escalated. I remember last year today, there's been rumors that saying there's a new trade deals coming, and look at what happened a year later today. There's no hope, like completely no signs of any trade deals are being negotiated between two countries. And of course, I'm not in any positions to comment on this matter because I'm not American nor mainland Chinese. But what I know is this trade war has impacted the confidence level of the investor all around the world very much. And it's definitely not a long-term plan if we're talking about moving the global economy forward. So I definitely hope there's a trade deals coming, but honestly, if you ask me, I don't see it coming in the near future. And when we're talking about the tariff and trade wars, we are not just talking about US and China. In fact, just today, US has started another tariff with Argentina and Brazil. So it's really hard for us as investors to predict the near future of the global economy. Reason number 6, we have the price of silver and gold. As you can see at the chart and graph, this year, in just 1 year, the price of gold has been bullish up to 17%, and the price of silver has been bullish up to 15%. The markets and investor tends to behave like this when they have less confidence to the market. The investor like to switch to a safer investment like bonds and commodities when they have less confidence to the stocks market.
So I understand all the stats, all this data are quite scary when you look at it one by one, and you must be wondering what you can do in the next stock market crash or the next financial crisis to take advantage on it, or at the very least don't get hurt by it. So if you want to know what you should do in the financial crisis or what you should prepare for a stock market crash, do comment down below and like this video and let me know you want to know more about how to prepare yourself for the next recession, and I will definitely post a video for you on what you can do in the next stock market crash to gain advantage of it. So as always, have a good day and happy investing.